Hello viewers, welcome to the video. Super TT here again with Crash Fest Simulator 6 gameplay around Rio online in S class, or smash the shit out of everyone else class if you want to call it that. And through the first corner I'm going to get tapped by an Aston Martin, but I'm going to carry on going in fourth position. He's going very slow on the inside there, braking again halfway through the corner, not sure why. A Ferrari goes round my outside. I'm going to cover the inside line here. Aston Martin brakes very early. I'm up his inside, back into fourth position. Bit of lag there with the Ferrari ahead. So I'm driving the 599 GTO, the Ferrari of course. And this is a really solid car for S-Class actually. As I get past around the outside by mono into the tunnel. Yeah, so this car tuned by EMW Ivorbigun. I'll put the name in the description if you want to download this tune as well. So this car I found is very stable, which makes it very easy to drive. You can get the power down pretty easily coming out of the corners. We're going to go into the fast left hand at the bottom of the hill, go around the outside of that Mercedes. It's looking like a very nice battle here developing between the top 5 or 6. I get tapped in the back. I was slowing down a little bit too much there maybe. The guy in the Mercedes getting caught out. I'm going to go defensive to make sure we can't go back up my inside. And coming into the penultimate corner, the very slow right-hander, hairpin, get braked nice and early. The mono still struggling to get past the Ferrari, and the Ferrari can't quite get into the lead there. And the race is actually very close here. You don't normally get this in Forza. The field spread is so large on lap 1 normally because of all the crashes. You very rarely get top 5 or 6 this close together without having smashed the shit out of each other already. Somehow it hasn't happened in this race, but I bet it will at some point. So through the second corner, the long flowing left-hander, catching up to the mono here, looking up the inside, but I'm not going to go for it here. I'm going to go to the outside, and the Ferrari catches the Viper there on the apex of turn 3, and I lose a bit of momentum there. So PJ Tierney in the Viper is going to go past me here, going upwards, uphill into the tunnel, fast right-hander. He gets on the brakes nice and early, keeps a very shallow inside line, and I'm still right behind him. Glance the wall on the outside, coming through the blind right-hander. There's a lot of smoke, and I go into the Viper that was in the lead, and I'm going to pause it there because we're going to have to come up with a phrase here, just like KSI come up with, you know, getting EA'd, or I assume he come up with it because he uses it a lot. We're going to say you're getting turn 10'd. So the phrase getting turn 10'd, to get done over in any Forza game because of a problem that should have been patched by turn 10. An example, bro, you just got turn 10 so hard. And I got turn 10 pretty hard there because that car should have ghosted out and it didn't. Not sure why turn 10 haven't had a look at this ghosting problem, because some cars just stop literally in the centre of the track and don't ghost out, and you're just there going into the back of him, and the whole field just piles into the back of this one guy who hasn't ghosted out, and it's very frustrating. So I got pretty much turn 10 there, coming through that flying right-hander, going into the Viper, losing a lot of momentum and a lot of time to the top for you guys. But I'm still in fourth position, so it's not all lost. The top 2 have got away by about 1,000 feet or so. Not impossible to catch up. We do have 2 laps left. I'm behind a Mercedes here, the CLK GTR. Going through turn 1, he drifts a bit, drifts through that corner. I go wide, hit the wall on the exit. And going into turn 2, take a wider entry. He goes narrow. I think he tried to defend from me there. That gives me the momentum going into turn 3, get on the brakes nice and early, and it's a clean move up the inside, and there's nothing he can do about that. So away from him, I'm into third position on the podium now, trying to catch up with first and second. I've lost a good couple of seconds from that incident, the turn 10 incident, about a lap ago from this point. So through the tunnel on the exit, go to the left hand side, spot the apex nice and early. This corner is a bit longer than you think, and there's tyres everywhere. I've got a mono in front of me. It's going to ghost out just in front. That's another really annoying thing in this game. When someone is ghosted and then they come back to normal just in front of you, and then you end up going into the back of them. Luckily, managed to avoid it there and not go into the back of him. I think he was quite sensible though. He did pull over to the side because he perhaps knew that I had the momentum He didn't want to create an accident, so he pulled off to the side. Probably quite clever driving from him. If I had gone into the back of him, it might have been worse for him as well. So he's in third still, and I've actually got away from him. I think they're crashing back there because I've gained a good couple of 100 feet coming through the final corner onto the final lap of a 4-lap race around the Rio national circuit here. So through turn 1, going to go wide again, come off the throttle just a little bit, so perhaps that is a weakness of this car. And again on the entry, getting a little bit of oversteer. On the whole though, this car is very nice to drive. It does have a lot of control, and I would very much recommend it for anyone who wants a good S-Class car. I have used it quite a lot in the past, and I really do enjoy using it. So the PJ Tierney in front of me here, in the Viper. Of course the Viper, one of the best cars in S-Class. I wouldn't say overpowered, but it is extremely strong, very good car. Very good all-rounder, good on every circuit, very easy to drive. It's got, the thing about it is its stability. You can put the throttle down, even with traction control off, and it will grip on the exit of the corners really well, and that makes it so easy to drive. It's a very user-friendly car. So coming through the final section here, I'm not quite going to be able to catch up with him. Perhaps I was a bit quicker than him on this final lap, but it's not going to be enough because it is the last lap now. Coming through the penultimate corner, I'm going to dirty the lap there unfortunately as I go over the curb, but it's not to matter too much because it doesn't affect my position at all. So going through the final corner, I'm going to claim second here, so that's not too bad. It was quite a good race to begin with until I got turn 10 on lap 2. So you're going to probably wondering why the title includes the term RAMMER and revenge, but that's going to come up right now in the bonus clip. So I was doing a couple of races around Rio, it turned out, and we're going to go for another race. This time it was on the full circuit in the Aston Martin. So here's the bonus clip coming through turn 1 on lap 1, going into lap 2. I'm in the Aston Martin V12 Zagato, get another 2 positions here, and then a load of smoke gets kicked up here, and I'm not sure where anyone is, and I'll go into the back of that guy, and then watch the Ferrari on my left hand side here. It goes right around that wall, crashes into the tyres. Now this is the bit that annoys me. This is the main reason I put this bonus clip up. I go past this 4GT, nothing wrong with that, perfectly legal overtake, nice and calm. Going into the tunnel, again, normal line, and he just comes out of nowhere like a total moron and smashes into me. I'm going to get hit again a couple more times, and it's just all gone downhill for me there. I've gone from about 10th to 15th to 16th. I'm going to get tapped, and it's all got very messy. I've lost so many positions as a result of that. A bit further round, I'm going to go past this mono, and I'm going to smash this mono out of the way through the smoke, totally ram him. Here's the 4GT again up ahead. He smashes off that Mercedes, or the Corvette, sorry, and I've got nowhere to go. I tried to brake, there was nowhere for me to go. Luckily I ghosted out, that guy ghosted out as well. So the ghosting does work sometimes, not always. But that is just absolutely outrageous from that 4GT driver. Somehow I do manage to get through the traffic a little bit later in the lap, get a few positions back there. But finally, about a lap later, I've caught up with him. And I don't really like to have to do this, and I don't do this often. I really don't do this often. I normally give people quite a lot of chances, but this guy really pushed his luck, and it takes a bad driver to get Super GT to be a dirty driver. So coming through here, he's made a mistake, and I'm just going to spin him round, just like the move you learn in the police academy. He's deserved that. I don't like having to do that, but he really deserved that for that totally outrageous move in the tunnel, and then again on the Corvette, the Chevrolet Corvette. That was just 2 stupid moves, terrible driving, and I think he needed to be taught a lesson there. So that's going to be the end of this video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. There's not going to be a V8 Supercars video this week. I'm too busy at work and I won't be able to do the race. I have posted in my previous one some links for the guys who will be posting the race, so if you want to watch it, go back to round 3, look in the description, you should see some links in there. But that's going to be enough for me for this video. I thank you very much for watching. Hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more of the same, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.